Hello, Mr. Gary Griffith. You are live on WZYE 95.9 FM with In the Village with a Dad Triplet. It's Anselm, Diana, and Tommy. How are you doing, sir?
Fine, thanks. But was I supposed to be on at this time?
No, we just call you. We just call you. We have a quick question for you.
Check that ambush. Okay. Good evening, everyone.
It's no ambush, man. We don't ambush you, man.
No, that's fine. I understand. I'm only joking.
Yeah. We not ambushing you. But yeah, what it is, right? We want a little more clarification with regards to what happened with the extradition out of Barbados of that arms dealer and brought back to Trinidad. You know what I mean? We just want to have some clarity because we was discussing it, and we know you could bring some clarity to that. Okay,
we are live?
Yeah, we live.
Yeah. Okay, right. Okay. So just to clarify, me being a previous member of the Defense Force, a previous National Security Advisor, Commissioner of Police, and Minister of National Security, I know this better than most. So to clarify what has been stated by the Prime Minister, that you remember the television series Hogan's Heroes with Schultz? When Schultz
yeah, I remember that.
There's nothing.
Yeah, I know nothing. I see nothing.
Saying, so he's doing a Schultz, which is impossible. When you're Commissioner of Police, you do not have any authorization to send any member of the police service outside of the waters of Trinidad and Tobago. You don't have that authority. As the Commissioner of Police, anytime you have to send, I played hockey for Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force and the police service. If we have a hockey game in Barbados, or we'll go to New York for the Apple Hockey Festival, if we have to do that, the Defense Force or the Commissioner of Police has no authority. Anytime a member of the Protective Services leaves, even to play a hockey game or a soccer game, you must get the permission from the Minister of National Security. You must get cabinet approval because it involves insurance, it involves the airfare, it involves stipend, it involves the accommodation. So you must get it must be approved through cabinet. Any member of the Protective Services who is representing the Protective Services, whether it's a sport or business. So to start with, when the Prime Minister says the government has nothing to do with it, it shows his ignorance in understanding his role and function as the chair of the National Security Council and his loss of knowledge in actually understanding how the Protective Services operate. Secondly, the Commissioner of Police does not have authority to have any police officer be involved in any exercise or operation outside the jurisdiction of Trinidad and Tobago waters without the approval of the Minister of National Security. 3, the CARICOM aircraft that was used, no member of the Protective Services in Trinidad and Tobago has any authorization to even make a request for something like that. It must come through the government of Trinidad and Tobago. So for the Prime Minister to mislead the country to say that I am Schultz, I know nothing, we know nothing about it. It is impossible for the aircraft to have been used. It is impossible for the officers to have left here, and it is impossible for them to be involved in any joint operation with external law enforcement agencies without the full approval, knowledge, and authorization from the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
And Mr. Griffith, this is Diana here. What about the other end, Barbados, the Civil Aviation Authority over there? Don't they have to get permission to fly over Barbados airspace, land on? Didn't they have to be involved?
Yeah, well, definitely. So obviously there was a joint exercise that would have taken place because the Barbados Police Force, they were also involved in the removal of Mr. Thomas from Barbados, from the hotel onto the aircraft. But again, this is where the investigation will come in. Keith Rowley tried it well. He went and bobbed and weaved with the meritless fiasco where he pretended he didn't know anything about it and then was forced to come forward and admit that our president broke the law and did not adhere to the law. And Blissy Prasad broke the law by removing the meritless without the approval of the Police Service Commission. She should have been arrested by now. But obviously we have the police who are reluctant to do their job in Trinidad and Tobago since I left. And it's the same situation here. So in this hold on a minute. Yeah, sorry. So in this situation here, the Barbados Police Force, they would have obviously been taken information from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. So it is not really their job to have ascertained whether the warrant is legit and all of that. So whoever would have forwarded the information would have simply stated, we just need your support. We have a criminal in Barbados who's a Trinidad and Tobago citizen, and we want your assistance to have this person arrested, apprehended, and brought onto the aircraft. So Barbados, in a way, they just followed the requests by a fellow neighbor, expecting that it would have been legitimate, authentic, and it would have the full backing and authorization from the relevant authorities. Until the court now has revealed, and that is why obviously Prime Minister Mia Mottley is very concerned, the Attorney General is very concerned, because it may seem that they were misled by relevant authorities in Trinidad and Tobago, be it either and the government of Trinidad and Tobago and or the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. So that's why they're very concerned. So Keith Rowley, initially, as I said, with the merit list, he was able to cover it up and ignore it. This time he can't do it because he does not have any control of the governance of Barbados. So what he does in Trinidad and Tobago is try to bully the media, so the media will not ask the questions, and then after 2 weeks we will move on. In this situation, this matter is going to explode in CARICOM because we have used a CARICOM RSS aircraft to be involved in the virtual abduction/kidnapping of a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. And what made it worse is that the Minister of National Security in Trinidad and Tobago decided to disrespect our judiciary by trying to allude that we have criminal elements being linked to the judiciary. And I think you may have seen that press release that came from our judiciary, slamming and condemning the Minister of National Security for his outrageous comments by trying to allude they're being linked with criminal elements.
So, Mr. Griffith, we're in a mess. But listen, we're not going to call you any longer. We appreciate you picking up the phone. And anytime a person just pick up the phone, like, respect their time. But we go book you later, come in, and we go talk.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Take it.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Stand slam. I tell you, 007 thing went on, boys.
All kind of thing going on in Trinidad.
He said, and the relevant authority pulled, the one man in charge pulled a Schultz. I hear nothing. I see nothing. I know nothing.
The man pulled a Schultz.